Hi, Frank and I here, founder of People Who Grow, the resource where we teach how to develop the skills that you need to succeed in business and in life. And today, I'm talking about a particular struggle that many of us have, specifically when we are in the process or starting our own business. And that is, how do I charge what I'm worth? Have you ever had a situation where you felt awkward, maybe even unsure when it came to discussing the money part? You know that you have a service, but you don't know exactly how much to charge or even if you should charge because maybe you're used to giving stuff away for free, or everything around you, maybe by belief, by background, you feel that it is better to give, and that means that it's a sin even to charge money. Well, today, I have to say that I have felt the same way too. In fact, I can remember back a moment when I spent hundreds of hours working on this project that had the potential of being a lot of money. But in the end, I didn't ask for what I was worth. And not only did I feel frustrated, but the other person felt the same. And it was just a really tense situation that, had I known what I'm about to share with you today, I could have diffused and even eliminated altogether. So, how exactly do you start to charge and develop that confidence? Because that's what it boils down to, having confidence to charge what you're worth. Well, today I'm going to share 3 to 4 different top tips for you to consider and to start developing that direction in what you need. So first of all, you are a professional when you start to charge money. There's a difference between being a hobbyist and being a professional. Independent of what anyone else says, you have to charge some measure of money in order to be appreciated for what you're worth. What I mean by that, even if it's $1, make sure that there is a monetary transaction so that your time isn't seen as just something that's available and ready for anybody to come and pillage, but rather it is important that you take yourself seriously where you know you are worth something. The numbers change because we all have different price conscientiousness on different topics, but you have to start with a monetary figure. Which leads to point number 2. Research your industry. There are people already who are charging money for what they're offering, maybe in a related or similar industry as yours. Start joining their email list. Find out what it is they're charging for a consultation. Maybe even sit in and ask them to sell you the product that they have. But start to identify that number so that you're conscious of what your clients have in mind. You know, we think that we even say, well, I'm just starting off, so I shouldn't charge anybody. And you're right. But after you've done that for tens, maybe 50s, or even hundreds of people, it's time you start valuing yourself. And that kind of leads to point number 3. In order to value yourself, look externally. Meaning, look at the market, look at the work you've done, and believe in yourself to give yourself that confidence that you are worth something. So many of us spend so much time expecting others to give us our worth, when the reality is, if you claim you're worth a certain value and you've got the ability to justify it because you have the experience, the testimonials, the people, it is time for you to claim it. Understand this, no one will ever tell you that you are worth X amount of money. That is up to you to decide, and this is your wake-up call. It's an invitation to step into that place and claim it. Whatever it is you're thinking of, double it. That's right. Double the amount that you're thinking of charging. Because oftentimes we're charging too low, and because of that, we lose out on clients. Makes me think of something that I heard or learned long ago. When it comes to marketing or when it comes to giving a service, either go free or go expensive, but don't do cheap. You have to identify where and who you're going to be. Will you be the Walmart, meaning you're cheap and you're trying to get volume? Or you're going to be an upper level class. What comes to mind is something like Nordstrom, where you're charging expensive, but you get value. So your choice, but identify who it is you're aspiring to be and what it is you're going to offer. And finally, number 4, to deal with the situation with money, have a package of sorts. When I say package, what I mean is minimum of 3 options. Start with 1 if that's too many, where you're going to say, hey, it's nothing personal, nothing on you, but I do have a process. I have a discovery call, which is kind of the one-on-one where we get to identify, talk about your program, what it is that we want to do together. That, in a sense, serves this initial call. I recommend anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes. Don't spend more time than that, where you can ask a series of questions, maybe 4 or 5 different questions, really get them to see the vision, paint the picture for the person that you're working with. And then at the end, you say, hey, and if it makes sense, then for us to work together, these are the different price points I have, and I would like for you to participate. And again, no harm, no foul. Be aware that the moment that you have a package, you have a call, you have a process that you're working people through, you're creating clarity and you're adding value. So, talk with you soon.